Hey everyone, it's Vintage Vinny, bringing you all my eBay sales for the month of March 2019. Feel like it's been forever since I have uploaded a video. According to my uploads history, the last video I posted was 3 weeks ago. I haven't really had much luck scoring at the thrift stores. I have a haul video that you guys will see very, very soon. I'm going to try to shoot it after this, and then shoot another video, and then make a few suggestions on how to grow this channel, and I'll take your input on that in my next video, of course. Only had about 10 items sell. Work has just been absolutely crazy. I've been picking up some pretty long shifts, and when I get home from those long shifts, I don't want to do anything. I just want to chill in bed, eat, watch some TV, and just try to wind down from the day. We're getting some new people in, and we've had a lot of people who are still learning how to ring on register and learn how to do layaway and things like that. So it's, you know, they're relying a lot on me and other people who know how to run the registers to be up there, because we know what we're doing. We don't need to have a supervisor with us just show us what to do and everything. So it is what it is. I mean, it's getting pretty draining, but I'm liking that I'm getting some decent pay each week, and I'll take it for what it is, because the more money that I have in my bank account, the easier it's going to be to start making car payments when I find something. Anyway, let's get away from that and let's get into this video. So without further ado, let's see what's sold. Alright, very first item to sell is something that you've seen from one of my haul videos. It's this, it's a battery operated toy. His name is Captain Blushwell. I picked him up for about $4.95-ish. I got 2 of them. Sold this one because he wasn't in the greatest of shape. Like his bottle was dirty. He had some scuffs all over him. No rust. There is no battery cover for these, which sucks because I wanted to see him work. But he's still a cool piece of nautical decor, I think. So paid $4.95. I took a best offer of $18 for him. And the buyer was pleasantly happy to get him. This was a retail arbitrage pickup. Many of you know I don't really do a lot of that because it's just, I find it harder to buy stuff from retail stores and sell it. Because, you know, everybody can go out and find this stuff, so it kind of detracts from the value. Anyway, this just kind of stumbled upon me as I was digging through Kohls clearance rack, which I have not been to Kohls in probably over a month. Just trying not to spend money that I don't need to be spending, because I hate bringing stuff back to stores. It's just it's a nightmare. It's a waste of gas. It's just, yeah. I did that a while ago. I bought a whole bunch of Nike tank tops on clearance for $5. I brought some t-shirts back that I spent like $1 something on just because I didn't think the profit margin was worth it, nor did I think those Nike tank tops were really desirable because you could still go out to stores and buy them. So I decided, what the heck, I'll go ahead and bring them back, and yeah, you know, just that was a waste of time. Anyway, so this was one of those clearance finds. Originally $25, I got it 90% off at $2.50, and I've been selling these consistently over a period of time for $17 a piece, because you can't sell these things directly at retail price. So, and I ship them fairly easily. I send them in a small bubble mailer because they're foldable, and you can ship them out pretty easily. And this is a really light garment anyway, it's just a tank top. Alright, this was something that I'm really thankful I was given information from another eBay user. So this is H. Roselli. It's a grandfather's knife, and I didn't know what it was at the time, so I just listed it as H. Roselli grandfather knife, and I think I put it up for like $200 because I wasn't sure about the value. So, you know, the guy emailed me who informed me of what this was and said, hey, you know, this is called a grandfather's knife. I think I listed it as like a hunting knife or something of that nature. And he said, you know, this is a grandfather's knife from what I can tell, and the price that you're asking is way more than what they cost new. So I went ahead and lowered the price, and at the time I went ahead and just took an offer of $50. I got this for free. It was part of a trash pick, so it's not like I invested anything into it. So I was perfectly fine with the 50 bucks, especially at the time because my PayPal account was running a tad bit low, and when I say tad bit low, like I was probably in the milestone of like $4,900, which seems stupid, but I try not to spend too much because it's just one of those weird things. Like, in this last 2 years since we've moved, I've really become more anal about how I'm spending. Like, if I think I'm spending too much, I cut myself off and try to limit how much I'm spending on stuff, because I'm at that point now where it's like I don't really need a lot of stuff, but yeah, it's one of those adult mentalities, I guess. So this I've had forever, and I'm so glad it finally sold. Picked this up at one of the Goodwills in town. It was $4. I believe it's from the 1960s. It's in the original box, Princess Gardner. It's kind of looks like cherry blossoms almost, even though that's probably not the flower that's on there. It comes with a key fob and then a coin purse. Paid for again and sold it for $20. Paid shipping. I think I was able to send that first class because it was relatively light and fit into an envelope. This item I was pleasantly surprised to see didn't sell for a whole lot of money. It's a 1967 Susie Sad Eyes wall clock, but it also has a light built into it. I remember I went to an antique mall down in Emmitsburg, Maryland, and I saw one of these clocks there, and they were asking about what I was charging for it on eBay. Maybe they looked online and saw my listing and decided to sell it for that in their booth. So I paid $4 and some change for this. I've had this thing up for $80. I've had it up for $50, $40, $30, $20. And then someone offered me $15, and I said, I've had this thing for so long, I'm just going to take it because I want it out of my house. And it works, and I hope the person who bought it enjoys it for the rest of their life. Now this sold immediately after I listed it, and I was pleasantly surprised. So this is called Bathina. It's a benefit, I guess it's a powder, puff powder thing. It had a little bit of, I guess, what you ladies call swatching, which I guess is like you take a little bit of it and then you rub it on your skin to see if you like it. Other than that, it was brand new. The puff was not used at all. It came with the original pamphlet. This was literally just sitting on the floor over by the bins. Like, sometimes the employees will just throw stuff in some random box. I don't know why, but it was literally there. And I saw it in passing as I was checking out, and then I was like, well, let me go look at that and see if that might be worth anything. And lo and behold, I'd look it up, and they were going for about 25 to 30 bucks. So I listed it for 30, and it sold. And I think I paid $3 or $4. I can't remember. But yeah, it was a quick sale. I was happy about that. Another item that I've had for several months now is this 1961 blonde Ken doll. He was, oh god, I don't even remember how much I paid for him. It was probably $2, $1 or $2. Ken dolls, again, I think the market's becoming flooded with these, and they're just not as valuable unless they're in the original box, never touched, stuff like that. So I paid $2, and I sold it for $17 with buyer paying shipping. Now, if you all remember, I did have another one of these bottles of Ralph Lauren Safari for Ralph Lauren aftershave. Safari for men, Ralph Lauren aftershave. I cannot talk. And I paid $6 for 3 bottles. One of them was a cologne and the other 2 were aftershaves. I don't use liquid aftershave. I use the Gillette gel. And I don't really shave that often anyway because I have a trimmer that I use. So if my mustache or my beard or like that scruffy hair underneath under your chin gets all bushy again, I trim it and then I'll put some aftershave on it to stop it from growing for a while. But yeah, I sold the first one for I think $50 and then I sold this one for $60. So I paid $4 for those 2. Made my money back way over, so I was really pleased with that. Ooh. Another item that did take a while to sell. I guess, again, this is just another thing that, unless you have the really large ones, they don't go for a whole lot. The porthole convex mirrors by Dart Industries. I mean, it just depends on the buyer, but they don't really sell for a whole lot of money. This I got at a vendor mall. Originally, they were asking what I sold it for, $19, but they had it 75% off, so I only paid $4.75. Sold for $20. This was probably made in the 60s or the 70s. I know that during World War II, this was a very popular piece of decor, and then I guess in the 60s and 70s for the bicentennial, that kind of thing came back. I have one personally that's much smaller than this one, and it's dated 1945, so I kept that one, of course, because that's one of the original ones. Don't think it holds much value, but that doesn't bother me because it's from the 40s, and it's just cool. I like it. Another Kohls clearance pickup. I paid $3.20 for this, and brand new with tags, of course, and I managed to get $19.99 for it. Again, another piece that I've had for a very, very long time, but I didn't mind it sitting because it was only $1 that I paid for it. It's this letter construction alphabet building learning resource. I had it up for, I think, $39.99, and then I marked it down to $29.99, and then took it down again another $10, and it sold for $20. It wasn't exactly the lightest thing, and I wish I could have sold it media, but I don't, or shipped it media. I don't think I would have been able to, though. No big deal. It's sold. It's out of my hair. Alright, last thing that sold was something that I paid $2 for and sold it for $8. Not a huge profit, but I was happy that it sold. This is an AMC Hollywood Classics DVD set featuring Vivien Leigh's movies. Dark Journey, Fire Over England, Sidewalks of London, and Storm in a Teacup. Any of you youngsters who don't know who Vivien Leigh is, she was in Gone with the Wind, which was a 1939 film. I think it was produced by David O. Selznick, and it starred Vivien Leigh and Clark Gable? Yeah, it was Clark Gable and Vivien Leigh, Hattie McDaniel. I also think Olivia de Havilland was in it too. Yeah, she was, because she is the only living star from that movie. So that is my eBay sales for this month, or for the last month. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Want to know when new videos are posted? Click that bell next to the subscribe button to be notified. All the links to my social media accounts are down below. Instagram is where I'm currently most active, so if you want to follow me, go ahead and click the link and hit that follow and see all kinds of cool stuff that I'm picking up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.